I'm Chef Alex, and welcome to our home. This year, we have something special for you. We're going to have whole meals to prepare on video. We'll have single recipes. We'll have specialty recipes. Feel free to comment and ask for your favorite recipe, and I'll be happy to make it for you. God bless you all, and have a wonderful year. All right, we're back. So today, we're making pizza. Now, we're gonna make a deep dish Chicago style pizza, right? A stuffed pizza. What does that mean? It's two pizzas in one, essentially. So let's get started. Now, this is a pan that you're gonna need for this. You can find these online. It's a deep dish pizza pan, Chicago style pizza pan. And it's 1.5 inches as opposed to the 3 inches for cake. It also comes non-stick, so relatively non-stick. Okay, you still have to oil it. So let's set this aside for the moment, and let's talk about the dough. So the dough is essentially the same exact dough that I've made here before. It's 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of oil, and water. That's it. You run it through the machine for 45 seconds. We'll make a video on the bread, dedicated specifically to the bread. Now, to that mix, I added 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Okay, this is what I end up with. Now I doubled the batch, so it's actually 6 cups. So let me show you. I made this, and it's been retarding in the refrigerator. So it's ready to go, as you can see. I'll flip it here. If it'll flip, there you go. So this is our nice. This will make a really nice loaf. So let's grab some all-purpose flour here. Now let me show you a trick, okay? As your flour is going down, it's harder to get your cup measure in there and all that. Unless you have a container where you dump it all, I recommend you just cut the pieces off. Okay. Now we're at the bottom of the flour. What I want to be able to roll it without it sticking. It's going to stick a little, but we're going to work on that. Okay. So we're going to cut it in half. We're going to roll this guy over here. And we're going to roll this guy over here. And you'll see how fast you make one of these pizzas when you have your dough ready. Okay. So essentially, start from the center and work your way out. And you come in this way, as you can see. All right. And believe it or not, that's a teaspoon. All right. So what we want this to overlap a little bit. And this is a 14-inch pan that I'm using today. This is going to be a 14-inch pizza. Now don't worry about this dough being perfect, okay? Don't worry about it breaking. If it breaks, you know what you do? Make a hole in it, okay, well, you put it in there and you put a patch on it. It's as simple as that, all right? So, I'll grab a little bit of flour. That'll stick. I'm going to take it and roll it onto my rolling pin. See if it'll cooperate. Yep. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy back, set this guy here, and I'm going to oil the pan. Okay, see? Take a good look at how much oil, okay? Take a good look. You seeing that? All right. And you're going to come back here, and you're going to unroll this bad boy. You got to work fast, because as you see, he wants to stick. He's dying to stick. He's itching to stick. Okay? So, go over here, make sure that you're in there and you're covered. All right? Now, you leave it just like that. Okay? Your next step is you're going to take your toppings. So let me set up my toppings, and I'll come right back. All right, so I'm back, and I have all my toppings. Not necessarily set up, but they're here. So this is a piece that I just cut off the side. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to patch right here, see? All is forgiven, okay? Now, let's load up our pizza. Now, on a Chicago pizza, everything's backwards, okay? So, our toppings are going to go in here. And let's put our meat first, since they do that too. Now, I'm not a sausage fan, so I'm not going to put sausage in my pizza. But if you like sausage, you would put sausage first. You would put it in raw, okay? This is going to take time in the oven. I'll put a lot of these. How many as I got there, probably. Now, like I said, I don't like sausage, but I am a pepperoni fan. Alright, so the next thing we're going to put in here, we got black olives, we have banana peppers, and some onions, so let's put them all in there. So, black olives. Alright, put them on black olives. And some banana peppers that I've already drained. That's really hard with wet fingers, by the way. Alright, so let's get in here and grab some. I don't want anybody to say, I didn't get any banana peppers. They're in here. We're going to go with onion. Now I slice these in a mandolin, as thin as the mandolin will go. Okay? So if you don't have a mandolin, go as thin as your knife can let you go. And I like to put a lot of them because it's going to cook for a while. We got onions everywhere. Yeah, baby. All right. Now, this all needs a little seasoning. Let's throw a little salt. And a tiny little bit of pepper. All right, for our next strip, I'm going to take this, cut this off. This guy right here. I'm not worried about that. Now I'm going to slide this guy over here for a second. My second half. Which is this guy. I'll leave him for the next, for nuts. This guy's gonna be my topper. Okay? That's right. You gotta put some flour on there. When you forget, it reminds you. It reminds you. So I'm going to go out in a circle as best we can. Right now it looks like Mickey. Let's get back this way. And a little bit more. Put that there, put that here. For a second, get everybody out of the way. And then we'll come back over here. You see that right there? With a little patch job. No biggie, okay? Now, our next step. Whoa, I made a mistake. So I gotta go back and fix something. I gotta go back and add some cheese. Oh, I forgot the cheese, baby. So let's go. Let's add the cheese. You guys gonna yell at me? Huh? And get this damn thing open. Alright, so let's see if we can do it. Good. We made a mistake. We can fix it. All right. So we come back this way really gently. We're going to load up this side with cheese. Okay. Give it a good mound of cheese. Then we'll bring it back. We'll bring this guy back over here. We'll do the same thing over here. Okay. Big mound of cheese. This is a 2-pound bag of cheese. I'm using about 3/4 of it, okay, for this one pizza. All right, that's just so you have some scale. Uh-oh, we have some stickage. See, no big deal. That was not a big deal, right? Look at that. Perfect coverage. And we made a mistake. All right, next step. Sauce. Now I like to go straight from the can. This particular can I like. Why? Because they don't have salt. So you're not going to get a product that has a lot of salt in it, and then you're going to go add salt to your product thinking that you're seasoning it, and you're not. You're over salting it. So, okay. Take that. We're going to take our Parmesan. Usually I like to put this over at the end, but I like it now. I like it to get crusty. Alright, so very simple. How easy this is, guys. It's just a double pizza. That's all it is. Think about it. It's a pizza on the bottom and a pizza on the top. Okay? It's not rocket science. And as you saw, you could forget something, it's forgiving. Alright, so next step, we're going to take off the ends. Alright, this is my knot dough. Make some knots. Now, you're going to take this pizza and overlap it a little so that they don't. Okay. Now this guy's going to go into the oven at 400 degrees for a good 35 minutes. Okay. It's going to take a little bit to cook because you have 2 layers of dough. Okay. And all the stuff inside is going to want to get hot. It's going to want to cook. Okay. So let's put it in the oven. And we'll come back in about 30 minutes and see what it looks like. All right, so my timer just went off. And let's see how we did. Now, I don't have a cutting board big enough for the pizza, so I'm going to have to do it right here on the table. There's our deep dish Chicago stuffed pizza. Yep, I'm not stuck at all. As you can see, she's just spinning. Alright, so to take it out, I'm give it a little bit of lift. And that's it, see? Done pizza. Now let's lift it up to here so you can see how we did at the bottom. Okay, you can see that, right? See that? It's nice and gold. Now there's 2 options here. You can go with either or, alright? Now I like to use this sometimes. Generally I like to use my Star Trek gizmo here because, you know, I'm a Trekkie. So, here we go. Now, shall we go for the cheese pull? Absolutely, right? Oh, yeah, check that out. Look at that, huh? So, this is a Chicago. Woo! Here we go. We flipped it. That's all right. Believe it or not, I'm going to lick that off that table. So this is a Chicago style pizza, all right? It's a stuffed pizza. Remember, it's layers. You go with your layer first, with your stuffing, your toppings, all that goes at the bottom. And then your next layer is another layer of dough with sauce and Parmesan on it, all right? That's it. You bake it for 35 minutes. And, you know, once it's crusty like that, think of it as a pizza sandwich. That's really what it is. And they're absolutely phenomenal. You can't go wrong. So try not to drop them. And remember, learn to cook and you'll eat better for the rest of your life. Oh my. I recommend, as a chef, you always drop the first one. I love y'all. Bye.